Happening today, a serious debate about where our city and nation is headed next when it comes to race. That's why a discussion panel to try and figure it all out was held earlier today in Acacia Park. Our News 5's Renee Skinner has the highlights from that very candid conversation.
A hot afternoon in Acacia Park, but against the backdrop of very frank conversation.
We need to up the system. We do not need to fix it.
White residents asking their black neighbors,
what active, systematic steps do we all, especially those with privilege related to our skin color, need to take moving forward?
How can we make our country better?
I'm just so sick of the division, the Republicans, the Democrats, the liberals, the this, the that.
The event, called A Place for Us, featuring a panel of doctors, counselors, advocates, and school board members, all of them African American.
And we got some art in the streets, you know, when you drive around. I want you, is any of those black artists? Does anyone know?
Making the statement that people of color need representation.
I have been here. I have never once had a black doctor in my entire life.
In Colorado Springs.
We can't have systems that don't represent us. So again, run for office.
And beyond.
2 days ago, the state of Colorado said that racism is a public health crisis in our state. This is Captain Obvious news for anybody.
From systemic racism to healthcare, housing, and education disparities.
Racism operates then at 4 different levels. I don't see people taking notes.
To how we treat one another. The speakers talked about how everyone can be a part of the solution, no matter your color.
It is about one race, it's about the human race.
Challenging people in the audience to stand up against racism, support business owners of color, educate themselves about race.
It's up to me to teach my children. It's up to me to make sure my children are disciplined. It's up to me to make sure that my household is in order.
And don't be afraid to surround yourselves with people who look different than you. A reminder that talk is cheap.
If you're going to be about it, actually be about it.
Until there's action.
That's my piece for now.
Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Renee Skinner, News 5.